Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Instagram. Hi, Facebook. I have both of you guys up here live because I don't want to do this two times. Like, why would I do that, right? So I don't know if you guys noticed or remembered or whatever, but I'm starting my March group. The boot camp is open, like it's open enrollment right now. And I just got all of my stuff for that new program. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about what exactly we're going to be doing because this one's a little bit different than the ones that I usually do. So, normally, we have the focus on fitness and then we have the nutrition in there, but it's kind of like both done at the same time. Whereas this one, we're really focusing on the nutrition first, um, to get our minds right, right? To go through like all the craziness and all the hard part that has to do with nutrition. And then we start the workouts on April 1st. So this group, you can actually purchase whatever needs to be purchased on the 18th. Unless you decide to be a preferential customer, and then you can get them like as of now, and we start the workouts on April 1st. Now, with the nutrition guys, who is this for? Like, you might be wondering, okay, well, what exactly is this program? Who's this for? Like, what exactly does it entail? And what it is, it's for the nutrition side, we're going to go really deep into what exactly are the different food groups that we should be eating? What portion of these different food groups should we be eating? Why exactly are these food groups important for us? Like, why is protein important? Why is carbs important? Why is it that I can have bread, but then other people are telling me bread isn't good for me? We're going to be going over sugar addictions and pretty much all food addictions, but mostly sugar addictions, because I don't know if you saw the video that I did this week, but sugar is hidden in so many of our foods that we don't even realize it. So we're going to dig into sugar addiction. We're going to dig into your why and why exactly. Hey sis, how are you? Why exactly is it that you're at the point where you're at? Like, you might not even realize that it could be something stemming from when you were younger. Maybe when you were younger, your parents always told you you had to clean off your plate. Like, I know in our household, Caribbean households, you could not leave that table if your plate wasn't finished. So maybe it stemmed from that. And you always told yourself you had to clean off your plate. And you just kept that as you were going further on in your life. So, we go really deep into like the mental part, but when it comes to your nutrition, how it's actually going to affect your nutrition. Because if you don't fix that, guys, then you're just gonna, follow a fitness program and do whatever diet that you think is going to work, and then you're just going to fall back into your regular habits. So this is why we're focusing mostly on the nutrition, but really on like the psychology when it comes to food and everything like that. And then we also talk about, what do you do when you're going out? What do you do when you go on vacation? What do you do when, you hit a plateau? All these different kinds of things. We're going to be talking about it, but on the nutrition side. And then, as I said, as of April 1st, then we get into the workouts, and it's just 30-minute workouts for 21 days. Then you take a break. And then there's another round of 21 days of additional workouts. So I'm going to show you what was in this box because I'm super excited. And like, there's one part, it's not here, it's like one of the printed documents, but they give you like 75 lunch, they call it like lunches approved by children, but really it's just like lunches for your family, but kitty approved, right? So they have, like a corn dog muffin in there, but these are healthy things. So we're going to take like the regular foods that we have and transform them into something that's more healthy for you. You love sugar, you love carbs. Yeah, a lot of people have an addiction when it comes to sugar and carbs, and it's actually really explained really well in the program. Like, I didn't actually realize how much of an addiction that we can have. Me, who says that I don't have a sweet tooth, I have a salty tooth, it's the same thing. And there's reasons behind it. There's so many hidden sugars and hidden salt in our food that we just don't even realize it. And, there's someone in the lab that's making these foods, because these aren't natural foods that are giving us these cravings. They're making these foods in an addictive way. So it's I understand, Tiff, what you're talking about when you say that you love it and, you can have that addiction towards it. And there's a reason for that. So I'm going to show you what comes in this package, right? So what I actually purchased. There's different packages available, but this is what I purchased. So I have 30 days supply of my vitamins of the day, and that's the shake that you guys see me drink every single day, or maybe I don't post it every day, but anyways, I drink it every single day for the past, like, I don't know how many years. This one is the regular vanilla one, but there's like 9 different flavors out there. So then you have 1 set of the portion containers. Now, guys, I remember when I first got these containers, I was like, how is this? Look at the size of this. How is this going to fill me? What? But then I had to realize, okay, well, you get a certain amount of them per day. Like, it's not just 1 per day. You know, these are your vegetables. So you get like 4 vegetables per day. And it's actually a lot of food. Like, because you're eating every like 3 hours, pretty much. So you have a lot of food. You get a cookbook. This cookbook has 102 recipes in it. It's the newer version of it. I had the older version, the regular one, and I've used this so many different times. Like my turkey meatballs came from this cookbook. So they have a newer version of one, which has a whole bunch of vegan recipes. There's vegetarian recipes. There's paleo recipes. There's cocktails. There's desserts, there's lunches, breakfasts, all that kind of stuff. Everything is in there, right? So you have that. And then there's also an electronic, not version of the cookbook, but an electronic cooking show where there's additional recipes that's available when you get the package. Then here you have your logbook. And the logbook, pretty much what it is every single day, in the morning and in the evening time, you fill it out, and you fill it out with what are your goals and intentions for the day? How was your sleep? How's your energy? You know, what are your healthy habits? What exactly are you going to be eating? You track it there, you track your food, you track your exercise. And then in the evening time, you have this reflection time where you're going to say, what are your emotions for the day? You know, what are we celebrating for today? What would you like to remember about today that you can work on tomorrow? Like, these kind of reflections, guys, is what's going to help you. I remember when I finished the program that I just recently finished, using that book and putting in there, what did I struggle with that day? You know, how was I feeling that day? That's what helped me realize that whenever I get really tired or really stressed, or like Nama's just being Nama and, you know, I have a long day, that's when I feel like I want to snack the most. And the fact that I wrote that down, that's what helped me actually realize that. Whereas before, I was just going with the flow, and I was like, oh, I feel snackish, let me get something. But now I understand why, so I was able to actually think about it the next time that it happened. When I knew that I was feeling tired and I knew that I would want a snack, then I was like, wait, no, I'm doing this because I'm tired, not because I'm actually hungry. Let me not do it. Let me get some water. Let me get a different kind of snack or something or the other, right? So it kind of like forces you to really think, because we're like on autopilot for so many different things. And then this magical bad boy is your workbook. Now the workbook, the reason why it's super important, number one, because you start off with your goals, you start off with, as I said, your why, you start off also with a commitment to yourself, because this is a commitment, guys. Like, you're going to be working on yourself while you're doing this. This is not just a press play and you follow whatever is on the screen. You're actually going to be working on yourself while you're going through this journey. And the reason why this workbook is super important is because, let's say if we come to the one that I was talking about with your food addictions, right? The sugar addictions. So the way that it works is that you get 30 different videos that explain all of these concepts. So every video is going to give you some different information. So let's say if you're looking at the video for the sugar addiction, she's going to go through it. She's going to explain it to you. You have your workbook where she's like, I'll just go to the carb cycling one, where she gives you like a quick rundown of what she speaks about. And then you have a section afterwards where you can take your own notes. Okay? So this is why I say that you're working, guys. This is going to be something where you're going to learn as you're going through the process. And yes, it's like a quick 30-day program, but you just keep repeating it. because you're just going to keep learning. You're going to be learning about, I'll give you guys a few examples. You're going to be learning about meal prepping. You're going to be learning about, as I said, family fix and the psychology behind food. You're going to be learning about portions. You're going to be learning about the food groups. You're going to be learning about, you know, what do you do when you need to go out? All these kind of things that you're learning through these videos. This workbook is going to help you to write down whatever notes that you need to write down so that you can go back to it and you can be like, okay, well, you know, when she was talking about, I don't know, meal planning for beginners, well, what were the tips that she gave? And then here are the tips right here. And then you can write down whatever thing, like you can look at whatever it is that you wrote down. So this workbook is amazing, okay? So that's what comes with the programs. And as I said, it's 30 videos that are online that you get access to. And you can look at them. There is a calendar that's suggested to follow, but you can look at the videos like in whatever, like in your own time frame, right? And then another thing that I got that they have available is, not the containers, no. These came with what I got. And then there's ice packs, but this bad boy. And you know what's funny? So when I used to work in the corporate world, right? I used to bring my lunch to work every single day because you bring your lunch to work when you're on your journey because you want to control the food that you're eating, right? And plus you want to save money as you're doing it. Well, I used to bring it in my lunch bag, and my lunch bag was always overflowing, like all the time, because you have a lot of food, right? You're eating every 2 to 3 hours. Well, this bad boy was available. It's a lunch bag. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's a huge lunch bag, right? And then there's different compartments. So up here, you have like an insulated area. I didn't even open it yet. I should maybe open this a little more gentle. I have no patience. Anyways, there's like an insulated area in here with another strap. And then in here, look at this. Like, this is not a cheap bag, right, guys? Like, not at all. There's different compartments. And then here's like the bigger compartment. So these containers came with it. As you see, they're like portioned out. So you can put the food that you're going to portion with your portion containers, you put them in here, and then you can put them in your lunch bag. And then you have all these different sections, okay? And it's all insulated. And the fun thing, as I said, it came with the ice packs as well. But the fun thing about this is when Trey has his track meets, I pack the food for the entire family for the entire day. Like, there's no way possible that we're going to vending machines and all that kind of stuff, right? So we usually take like a huge bag for all of our food. Well, now I could just put everything in here and it's all gonna say cool if it needs to say cool, or warm if it needs to be warm. Like, I love this. So this is also something that you can get when you get that latest program that we're doing. So as I said, it just came in today. I'm super excited. I can't wait to go through everything. I already started looking at the videos, but I'm really like nerdy like this, where I like to have the actual workbook. So I'm gonna go through the videos again so that I could put my notes in here, because there's a lot of things, as I said, that I didn't know before, you know, with the whole sugar addiction thing. That was something that was, I knew that there was sugar in foods. I just didn't realize how many hidden sugars there are in foods, you know? So I'm going to be going through this. I'm super excited. I'm actually doing the certification to be able to provide even more support to my clients when it comes to this program and this mentality and this mindset. So I'm going through the certification at the same time that I'm like working through the program. So I want you guys to do this with me. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't want, you know, like, whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to gain weight, whether you want to stay at the same weight, whether you want to work on your nutrition and just feel better, whether you wake up and you're like, I always feel sluggish, I always feel tired, there must be something off, and you think like, oh, I don't know, I'm just not getting enough sleep. No, it could be the food that you're not having. You know, whether you're going to the gym yourself and doing your own thing and you just want to focus on your nutrition. Maybe you're doing CrossFit and you want to focus on your nutrition. Maybe you can't even work out and you want to focus on your nutrition. There's something like this for pregnant ladies. There's something like this for nursing moms. Hello, I'm still nursing and I'm doing this. Any of those situations, guys, I don't see why you wouldn't want to jump in and do this with me. Like, it's just going to be that much more fun with so many more people with us, right? So as I said, you can start getting this pack pretty much now if you're a preferred customer. If not, then on the 18th is when it goes on sale. I will be starting the group on the 18th. And what we're going to be doing until you actually receive your order, we're going to go over the calendar. We're going to go over, you know, like different struggles that you might have. And there's going to be a lot of one-on-one and then also group sessions. And then once you start getting your orders, then we're going to actually start with, okay, watching the videos, and we'll do powwows within the group of what did you think about the video and all that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited for this. This is like a super big game changer because it totally changed my life when I started using these containers. And almost 3.5 years later, I'm still using them and I still love them and I'm getting results from them. So I just hope that this is helpful for you. I hope that you jump in with us because really, guys, I don't see why you wouldn't. And if you don't like it, you just return it and get your money back. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I won't be sad about that because at least you're trying to do something that's better in your life, right? So I hope that this was helpful for you, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Bye, Facebook. Bye.